What kind of media institution might distribute your media product and why? Discussion of your production company name and logo and the role of such companies. I used Pineside Productions as the name for the producers for my film. I created this so that it had a significance to a film studio called Pinewood Studios, which is situated in London. An example of production companies I have chosen would be Warner Brothers Entertainment, which is a fully integrated broad-based entertainment company. The company is a global leader in creation, production, distribution, licensing and marketing of all forms of creative content. What does a production company do? Production companies are the ones who are responsible for supervising the filming throughout the whole process of producing a film until it's completed. Importantly, they hold the sole legal and financial responsibility for the movie, which means they need to ensure that the film is at good quality and meets certain requirements before and after the film is completed. When the filming process has started on a day-to-day basis, the production company pitch the ideas to the studios. They are responsible for finding the writers of the films, and they may write several drafts of the screenplay. They have to make up the budget and all aspects in the film that would be needed in order for the filming production to commence. An ideal distributor would be Summit Entertainment, which is an independent film studio that is worldwide theatrical motion picture developer, financing, production and distribution studio. They also have close links with offices in London. The film studios make the film license agreement with the distribution company. The distribution company has to carry out important tasks after they have signed the license agreement. They have to determine how many copies of the film they should make before they distribute the film to the public. As well, they have to screen the movie to possible buyers representing the theatres. The films are then negotiated between the possible buyers and the distribution company, so they can understand what films should be leased and about the terms of the lease agreement. To create a low-budget film like the one I produced, the most reliable and successful funders would be the UK Film Council. The UK Film Council supports filmmakers in the UK who are emerging or world-class and are capable of becoming creative, distinctive and entertaining with their work. They invest £70 million a year from the Lottery Fund to help with the development, production and completion of the films. Not only do they help move the project forward by assisting the filming process, they also offer advice and practical help with parts of the developing and producing the film. The most common way for films to be advertised is by producing trailers. If I were to advertise my film, I could use either a film festival, which is an organised event in which films are presented in one or more theatres or screening venues. I could either use the internet, i.e. social networking sites such as Facebook, as this is a widely used networking tool. If a film was going to be distributed, they could use a website to make a feature of the film and promote this. This is a cheap method and effective way to advertise their films, as you can also receive feedback on the types of people who would want to watch it. An example of a film that has done this would be Paranormal Activity. Before the film Paranormal Activity was released by Paramount onto larger screens, it was their idea to advertise their film by a method called viral marketing. This is where it is advertised through a word of mouth, i.e. using networking tools like email and Twitter. Their idea was to encourage people who had seen the film to quote their quote, tweet their screams. By this they meant write up their review of the film and feedback. Through tweeting their reviews, they were limited for writing, so they weren't able to give much room for criticism, which improved their chances of a larger limited release. Soon after the film had many views from people this way, Paramount saw the success in the film and decided to distribute the film out onto a larger scale. Paramount agreed that if they react to 1 million demands, they would release the film out nationally. In their case, they did it. Viral marketing is a time-consuming and a very effective method to advertise, especially if it's done in the right way. Large production companies arrange interviews with either the main actors, actresses in their film or a few cast members to talk and promote their films. A lot of fans of the actors would watch the interviews and even possibly comment. This will help the film companies to get the ideas of fans and comments. Why the various people are named in the titles, which jobs appear in the titles, and in what order, and how have you reflected this? A title sequence is the key way in which the cinematic film or television programme present their titles. In a title sequence, the titles that would be most frequently found are titles such as the key production, cast members, visual sound effects. Titles are known as the credits. These are used for a few reasons. It's a right for them to place names of all the people involved in the film, and they also want to promote the actors as well as well-known directors and producers. The actual name of the title is important that it relates to the film